Hello. You were tuning into the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Breaking news. Rashod Bateman signs a 3-year extension for $36 million, $20 million guaranteed. And look, guys, I want to make sure that I say this. I am happy for Rashod Bateman. He makes some much needed money, even though he probably would have made more on the open market. He wants to stay a Raven, and he's done so. I mean, the Ravens, when you add on the years from this contract or this extension to the one that he already signed, they got him there until he's like 31, 32 years old. So he ain't going nowhere for the foreseeable future. He's locked in. Now, with that being said, this is one of the most Raven moves I have ever seen. I try to tell everybody the Ravens never do anything until they've looked over every single amount of paperwork. What that means is we know we have likely up for a contract this year or next year. We got Zay coming up for a contract. Hamilton coming for a contract. You know what I'm going to do? I'm not even going to talk about the defense. I'm going to keep it strictly on the offense, since it's something that's always seemed to have been lacking in Baltimore culture, historically speaking. We have Linderbaum is another guy that's going to be up for a contract. And you can't pay everybody. I've came on here multiple times and I've said I do not believe the Ravens. As much as I wish he'd stay, as much as I wish and hope that we have him for another 4 or 5 years, just because I believe with Isaiah Likely, Bateman, and Zay Flowers, we will be good for a while always adding a veteran if you need one ever so often, or adding from the draft, especially with Tez and everything else coming up. I think this solidifies more and more of the thought that Zay Flowers will not be signing back with Baltimore. And it's not a hate. I'm not hating. I'm not. I want Zay to get every penny. I'm like that with all the players, so I'm happy for Bateman. I want you to understand this. The Ravens look at everything like 4D chess. You understand? They've hedged all of their moves across the board. This is a team who does not like to spend when it comes specifically to the wide receiver market. Now, I want you to understand something real quick. The wide receiver market that Zay will be placing himself in is astronomical. For anybody that does not know how big those numbers are, let me break down some for you. Zay, with what he has, meaning the numbers he's been putting up, Zay's looking in the price range of a $25 million per year player. Now, I know some people are going to say, no, that's impossible and everything else like that. Hold on. I'm going to break it down even worse, because I want you to understand just what we're talking about when it comes to money. Because a lot of times people don't seem to understand that when it comes to the Ravens, that's usually what it's about. Money. It's about money. Hold on real quick. I got this right here. Pay. Because I want to give you the exact. This is from overthecap.com. Okay? Check this out, guys. The highest paid wide receiver right now is $40 million a year. Okay? That's Jamar Chase. That's $5 million more than Justin Jefferson, who's second. Okay? After that is CeeDee Lamb, $34 million. DK Metcalf's at $32 million. AJ Brown's at $32 million. Amon-Ra St. Brown's at $30 million. Tyreek Hill is at $30 million. Brandon Ayuk is at $30 million. T. Higgins is at $28 million, and Jalen Waddle is at $28 million. DJ Moore is at $27 million. Devontae Smith is at $25 million. Now, I wanted to show you that, right? And the reason why I wanted to tell you that is because let's even take Brandon Ayuk, because you got to understand the team doesn't dictate your price. The market does, right? Brandon Ayuk stats. He had 700 yards his rookie year. Second year, he had 826. His third season, he had 1,015. He's never went over 8 touchdowns. Never. He got 5 in back-to-back. He got 78 receptions for the 1,015. And then his most was 2023, where he had 75 receptions for 1,342 yards, 7 touchdowns, 17.9 yards a catch. Okay? That was 3 years. 3 years consecutive with only 1 year at 1,000 yards. Zay Flowers has already passed 1,000 yards in his second season. And he had 800 and something in his first. He's going to be passing 1,000 yards this season. Let you know now. 1,100, 1,200, he's going to be in that ballpark. That means that it's time. Must be the money. I know what you want. Must be the money. Meaning he's going to get paid. Look at the names that I said in that list. I want you to understand. The names that I touched on in that list. We're not talking about like guys that have had struggle years and then had 1 or 2 good years. Yeah. Michael Pittman, Debo Samuels had 1 great receiving year. And he's at $23 million a year. I want you to understand this. Christian Kirk is at $18 million a year. Jerry Jeudy's at $17 million a year. So I want you guys to understand what I'm talking about. Zay Flowers has already had a better start to his career than Antonio Brown. That means he's going to be commanding 28 or more a year. Do you think the Ravens are going to give him $28 million a year? Do you think the Ravens are going to give him $25 million a year? Do you think the Ravens are going to give him $20 million a year? These are the questions you have to start asking yourself. You got it. You got to ask yourself that because, mind you, Rashod got his money, but that's low compared to what he might get on the open market. But this solidifies him as a Baltimore Raven. It gives him more upfront cash, and it gives the team longevity and a certain price point that they feel comfortable paying a wide receiver. Zay's not Bateman. Zay's numbers are his guaranteed money is $20 million on this extension. That's what Zay would be commanding per year. His entire guarantee amount is what Zay would be commanding per year. So this just seems like a Raven move. I'm not hating. Once again, if you go below what the market might dictate or whatever else it is, most teams are going to sign you. The Ravens couldn't be ecstatic or happier. They do believe in him. They believe he's very talented, and so do I. But they got him at a steal, and this is a deal that he feels happy with, team feels happy with. Shouts to him. But this could mark the end because, once again, you got to pay all these other guys. And they drafted Levante, whatever his name is, and Tez Walker, which could make up for the disappearance or the exit of Zay Flowers if it came to that. Now, could I be wrong? Sure, I'm not perfect. But the way how this is lining up, I don't see Zay Flowers getting top tier money unless he goes nuclear. Like, I'm talking 17, 18, 100 yards. Like, he turned into Antonio Brown. Like, and I'm talking 12 touchdowns. The Raven flock would probably boycott games if they didn't sign him if he did that. But if he's in the 1,200 yard range, 1,100 yard range, and that's what he's demanding, I don't see the Ravens doing it because that's how the Ravens do business. Now, with that being said, more breaking news coming at you live. Aaron Rodgers, 1-year deal, officially a Steeler. So now we got Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, and if the Browns don't screw this up, Shedeur Sanders. It's by far the best quarterback division in the entire NFL, and it's not even particularly close. For everybody that says Aaron Rodgers is washed, I promise you, this year y'all going to be like, bruh. I'm telling you, he's going to put on a show on the Steelers. I'm telling you this now. I'm already waiting for it. And the Steelers are going to win 10 or 11 games. And he's going to be a main reason for it. He's going to be flinging that thing. I'm telling y'all. So get ready for that coming down the pike too. But yeah, breaking news. Aaron Rodgers is now officially a Steeler. He'll be there for minicamp for the Steelers and ready to hit the ground running. But we knew this when they refused to get any other quarterbacks. You thought they were really going to go into the season with Mason Rudolph. Stop it. Nasty work. Oh. Stop with the lies. This man going to go in there with Mason Rudolph. Only Rudolph we know got a big red nose and leads a sleigh. But what do you guys think? Do you think that this was a Raven move and this could spell the ending for Zay being a Baltimore Ravens in the foreseeable future? And also, how do you feel about Aaron Rodgers becoming a Pittsburgh Steeler? Do you think he's washed, or do you think that he'll give him a spark that they could be an upstart in the AFC? Let me know what you think down in the comments, please, all right? But as always, that's an episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. And now we get down, we have fun, and we laugh. With everything we talk about, we're doing what? Facts and truth. Please remember, like, subscribe, the notification bell, leave a comment, guys. You know I love the comments. Make sure that you remember to also like the Wunderkind Morning Show. Subscribe to that. We're building it up. We're at 410 subscribers, trying to get to 500. It's going to be a members-only channel. So let's get that up. Support that channel. Also, at the bottom of the screen is a QR code. QR code to a Cash App. If you would like to donate, help out, or just say shout-outs to Nitro, whatever else it is, please, that's how you do it. YouTube does not get a cut. That goes straight to me. All right? Bottom of the screen, QR code. QR code to connected to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is money sign. The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But that's an episode of The Wunderkind Show. This show is not just signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yerp.
Finish him, Daddy.